It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, that fly 20. I'm coming. Sugar.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He's checking crack.
Check nine.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's got a first down of inside the midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wait, that. Alpha. Go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curl.
Shadow.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Go Bandit. Rip.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Catch is made by Harry. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
I got
They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and now it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. That's 39-yard line.
That's a what? Pistol. Point it right. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
From the 39, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 39 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Hey, man. Let me do.
Throwing again. Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First down, here's White. About 3 yards there to the 27. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
44's Mike. Check.
27-yard line.
Check it, reload.
Big edge.
To throw, it's Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Play 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they will run it with Michelle into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Rapid. Check 13. Check 13.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Mike 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Slam, slam.
Protein spill. Hey! Motion, motion. I got you.
They run it again with Chubb. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Check, check.
Mayfield looks to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Joker, Joker. Watch the shit.
So after the INT, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, 66.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. A nice little juke. It's complete. James White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Browns take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
54.
From the gun, Mayfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. His throw incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the play.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, echo. 53's mine. Check it, reload.
Now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch out, watch out. Alert! Hey, Haywood. All right, here we go. Hey, Alabama.
To throw again, Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality. that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money, stack it up and look.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, 59. Here we go, 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check. Lucky.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Kill. Turn up.
Prescott from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Cooper was the target there. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Alert, 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 alert. 54. Go. Go. Alert, 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 alert. 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54. Smooth. Let's go. Right there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Being chased out left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
180. Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Again, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And he's going to go down again. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Show it up, show it up. Check 52.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with it. And pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They'll have a first down and more. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
47. Mike 59. I got him.
They'll run with Elliott. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, kill.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 6.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Kill. Watch the twin. 47. Check the backer. 49. Check 49. Shoot. Gun. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the curl. We're going to 54. Why? Check 59. I'm coming for you. Check 50. Check 50. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, D. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why? 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Prescott now. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The screen pass here to Cohen. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 36 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
53 is mine. Hey, keep it up. Hey, Alpha. 53 is mine. 53. Check 53. Hey, here I come.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Then we're going to 54. One hit. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, but they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. That they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Then we're going to 53.
SOS.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Watch it.
Hey, kill.
Whip.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here we go. Going to 54. Let's 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Going to 54.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 46.
To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch the safety.
26.
Now Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trubisky will throw. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He sets. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Under press. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Back. Kill. Hey, hold on. 24. Check 24. 26.
Prescott from the gun. That's complete to Cobb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 54. Line. Here we go, going to 53. Kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Under. Check. Lucky. Under 2. Going to 54. Line. Check 31. 6 guys. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
Kill, kill. There we go. 26.
On third down, Elliott. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Elliott. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Forbath able to convert the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Elliott. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Check. We're going to 53. Switch. No. Sponge. Go. Get out there. Check. Fresno. 26.
He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, kill. 58 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. Check. We're going to 54. Wide in. Kill. Slam. Hey, switch gears. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that